All right, everybody, we're back here for another episode of Chasin Birdies, and we got a good banner sesh today. It's been a while, my man, hasn't it?
It has been a while, and I cannot wait for this one. We
I mean,
have so much to talk about.
right now, it looks like you're sitting outside, bud.
I am sitting outside in my back patio, and I'm having a nice little glass of a red wine.
Mm,
Crooked Stick. You guys ever been there? Nope.
crooked, crooked stick. Yeah, man, good seeing you, bud. It's been a while. It's been like 3 days, and I think that right now for us on Chasing Birdies, we've been coming with the heat a little bit with all these guests, but at the same
Hmm.
time, everybody is really stoked to just have you and I go at it for a little bit, eh?
Yeah, well, we've brought the heat. I would probably give ourselves a pat on the back for the guests that we've had recently, and it's time to just give the people a little bit about us. What's
Yeah.
going on. We've
Yep.
got a lot, dude. I cannot wait. And I do want to say that this episode is brought to you by linksbrewing.com. So go check them out over at their website. They are the brewers of the Chase and Birdie Blonde Ale. Which, funny enough, I'm sorry, I probably should be drinking that right now, but I'm out of it. So I'm gonna mosey on down there tomorrow and pick some up. But check them out at linksbrewing.com.
Yeah, Link's Brewing, great beers. It's funny because I went up to my parents the other day and they had my dad's got this beer like stocked everywhere in the house. It's like downstairs fridge, and then he puts like 3 or 4 upstairs fridge, and then you open the freezer, you got one frozen, and people were drinking it, and it's like, hey
So
man,
Jorge's got them everywhere, huh?
they love the beer. His buddies love the beer. His friend, like, they're loving the beer, and big thanks to Link's Brewing for that. But the beer's it's hey bud, it's June now, right? That's his lighter, everybody. Okay, light lighting a cigar. It's June now, so it's summer, and that beer goes great with summer and
It is
golf.
perfect with the golf, the summer. It's perfect for everything. I got some new freshies on, bud. You want to tell the people about the new hat game
So
we got going? We just
you
got the
know,
hat that you have on the website, which has been doing very, very well.
yeah, this
Um,
hat's great. It's black, guys. Check it out on chasinbirdies.com. But Jonathan's got this baby blue puka mesh hat with a patch on the front. Not even out, but will be out at some point. And the guy can't hold his horses. Like, it's Thursday of the member guest, Pete Dye, and he tells me a box of hats are going to be delivered to my office. And then he said, hey, can Funna drive him down? Well, bud, Funna's not even at the office. I mean, he's not going to work. So, no, he can't drive him
he was
down.
sick, bud.
So, Friday, did you get a picture of the hat? No, but I'll text him to see if the box came. So I text the office. 2 boxes came. Any picture? No, I don't got a picture. I'll get you a picture on Monday.
Bud, meanwhile, I should have been worried about my fucking golf game.
Well, you should have, and we're going to get into that. So finally on Tuesday, I send you photos of the hats. So it was like 5 days of you're just like pissing your pants waiting for these hats, and you finally got to see them. And frankly, they look pretty awesome.
But the all mesh hat, what a summer hat. You can put a golf tee in there. You can hang your fishing hooks from the mesh. It's dynamite. We did it in 3 different colors. You guys will see them soon enough. But this thing is so light and comfortable. Anyways, enough about the merch, but go on over to chasinbirdies.com. Pick yourself up some. It's been selling, dude, since we got some new swag on it. And we
Mm-hmm.
got new Holderness and Born coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
already here, but, you know.
Mm-hmm. So let's just get right into this right now, bud. I mean,
Well, there's a lot going on in our life right now.
I, I think last year we had the banner sesh from the RV at the Pete Dye member guest. This year we had the Pete Dye member guest with no banner sesh and no RV, and that was different. And for those of you out there listening right now, Pete Dye Golf Club in Bridgeport, West Virginia, is a phenomenal track, top 10 layout in my opinion. I mean, there's
mm,
no holes that touch each other. It's all spread out. It's awesome
there's
facility.
truly not a bad hole at Pete Dye Golf Club. There's really not.
So the member guest is like the event that everybody loves. And I was a little bummed this year about it, bud. I got to be honest with you. I mean, not only did we not have the RV, but they wanted to move it to May, which is their prerogative. But I mean, they lost like, I don't know, 23 teams.
A third
30,
of the teams, 24 teams they lost.
24 teams are out. I mean, and that's $50,000 when you're waxing someone for $2K. Which again, is it worth $2,000? Look, if you're gonna have someone spend $2,000 on a member guest,
as the one group that we played in the first flight said, guess what? Don't come.
Yeah,
that's what he said. He said don't.
No, we just show our loyalty.
But that event is on such a pedestal for us and our boys that it is, I mean, the hang, the vibe. We got to hang out and stay overnight with our boy 7 Sutherland. I mean, dude, I would never imagine anything else in my life. And 7 Sutherland sleeping in the same bottom floor as
me. 7 he's awesome. Love that guy.
He is the best, man. Salt of the earth, best.
You told 7 it's like he won a raffle to sleep with us in the same town.
Well, he paid a lot of money to stay in the same house as us. But
no, but you're right, dude. And so the course was phenomenal. And you and I always go into this with such high hopes. Like,
just so fired up.
It's like the first major. Well, according to BKatz, it's the second major. He's a little butthurt that I didn't talk about the member that he and I won. We won the gross division back in May. Lost the net division, but we were close. But we really only care about gross. But for me, this was still kind of like my first major. But I guess I got to give it to him. Might have been the second. Either way, we come in there.
Neither here nor there. You guys won. So congratulations to you and BKatz. Tip of the hat. So we roll in to Pete Dye with, I mean, it was a little deflated, bud. A little deflated.
It was deflated. It was like
just a different feel.
It's like a beach ball and you just pierce like a little hole in it. And then you try to toss it around, and every time you toss it around, it loses more air.
Or you skull fuck it. Whatever one you want to do.
Well, and in terms of us as a team, how do you think you fared, bud?
Well, there was a point in the event where I said, hey, bud, next year, if you really don't want to bring me, you don't have to. And you said, no, we're in this for the long haul. We'll be back. You're my dude. And how I fared, I would say out of a 10, I was about a 5.5.
Out of a 10, you were 5.5.
Hell of a lot of cigars.
Yeah, no, that's a fair. You're 55%.
I mean, that gives you some points. I mean, I smoked 13 cigars from Thursday morning to Saturday afternoon while we're watching the shootout. I made one birdie in the 36-hole match. You know, the first 4 matches, which is whatever. It's for another day. I just didn't play good, dude. I didn't hit shots. I'd get on track for a hole, and I'd shank one up Lee Jansen's ass. Then I'd skull fuck one. And then, I mean, I only got mad once. You got to give me that.
Well, but that's the thing. You got mad once, and you've never gotten mad before ever. I mean, you were kicking the cart like you were a gorilla stuck in a cage. But at the same time, I hadn't seen you play that way. Yeah, you normally get it going at some point. And we all do that. I did that last year to you at the Pikewood member guest. I was way off for a round of golf. You carried us the whole way. But, but then here's the thing with golf. You start kind of thinking about that shit. Like, and then you lose interest. And then it just carries over. And then you blade wedges. And then you miss putts. And then
I didn't have any putts to miss, bud. I never got to that point.
Well, yeah.
But that's the thing that was a little disappointing. Generally, even if I play a bad 9 holes, which I've done, previous, I get hot the next 9, right? Like I
Yeah,
make birdies
you
or so,
do.
whatever maybe. It wasn't there. So, like I said, somebody asked me the other day, how do you and Bash play? I said Bash played pretty good. You just couldn't get your putter hot, and I was pretty ineffective. So there we
Yeah.
are.
So here we are. And I agree. I mean, the putter. I love the putter, by the way. And I made a couple putts that we had to make, but I'd certainly missed putts that I should have made. And so we got our ass kicked. I mean, we won. We had 5 matches, and me and you, we got rolled on, what, 3 out of 5? We
Well,
lost Thursday.
in reality,
We
the
lost 2
Thursday we
on.
lost 5-4,
Mm-hmm.
which was essentially a win for us because was that the one we were 3 down through 4?
But I feel like we
No,
were
no,
3
no,
down
no,
on
no.
everyone.
That was the second match of the day on Friday, our third match, which we're going to get into right now. We tie 1.
Mm-hmm.
2, they make a 4 for 3, up
Mm-hmm.
1. 3, they make a birdie,
Up 2.
they're up 2. 4, par 3, it's playing, 185, back
Mm-hmm.
right pin, right over the mound on the right. Guy hits one over the mound, see it trickling down. Good shot, dude. Drive up, I said, Bash, that thing's in the hole, bud.
Mm-hmm.
We walk up, my man threw an ace on us.
Yeah, and I was happy.
A hole in one, and I was happy for him, but we were
Yeah.
3 down through 4.
All right, bookmark. We're 3 down through 4 at that point. The guy makes a hole in one. Obviously, you're happy for him because anybody who makes a hole in one, you got to be happy for them. And I was happy for him. That was badass. But I was mad. Like, I'm up there, like, taking their photos and, like, this is great. Happy hole in one day. But meanwhile, we're fucking 3 down through 4. And it's like, all right, so we go to 5. Par 5 at Pete died. Nice little par 5, right? Reachable in 2. And what happens? My partner hits it in the water on his second shot.
All right, bud. I never finished the hole in 3 days.
That's the truth, though. I feel like we won 5.
We won 5.
Yeah.
We go to we win 7 with a par. I won.
Yeah.
8. We won with a birdie.
Yeah. So we're all square through 8 now, people. So we're down 3 through 4.
And technically speaking, bud, this is our third match of the whole thing. Technically speaking, if we tie this, we're still pretty much like in it, like confidence-wise, because we smoked the team in the morning. We lost the day before 5-4, so we're technically right there.
And
I mean, my man Jars won on us that had an ace.
Yeah, Jars went on 9.
And 15-footer makes birdie straight up the hill, beats us 5-4, and that's all she wrote for the whole time.
That's all she wrote. So then we go to the third match.
That was the third match.
That was the second match.
Yeah, that was
the third match, but the second match of the day. So we go to the third match of the day, and we lose that one.
There's a lot of losing going on.
Yeah, so we lose. I don't know how we lost it. I can't remember the freaking hole. I do know that I missed a birdie putt on.
That was Jess Farrell.
Yeah, on 18.
Which they beat us by 2.
So we lost that one. So by Friday night, dude, it's nighty-night Tom Kite. Like, we're like, screw it, right? Friday night, typically they got music playing, they got a band going, they got all kind of shit happening. Nothing. I mean, which is fine. It was kind of nice just having a little bit of, like, catching up time with friends from other states, cities. And we come back to Pete's place, watch a little basketball, head on over to Remy's house. Dan Remy from Florida, actually from Bridgeport, but he's an older gentleman from Florida. What a hell of a guy he is in the landscaping business. Landscapes for, I mean, we're talking like tour players. Does the landscaping. He's telling us this.
Yeah.
Hang out with him and Graham.
Dude, that guy's a beauty.
Graham Edwards.
Oh, my God.
If you're listening, bud, you're awesome.
I mean,
you're
bud,
loved here in West Virginia. I mean, he didn't know where the hell he was. He was falling asleep on the couch. He ordered a pizza.
My man Graham ordered 3 pizzas from Papa John's. We were so excited. They show up, they were extra smalls. I mean, they were extra smalls. And there was eight of us, and there's 3 pizzas that were.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like the pizzas that were out at Pete's place. They were like tiny.
But hey, they got around it. You know, now we know at Pizza you got to order through Uber Eats or the other one,
DoorDash,
because then they actually deliver it to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was a lesson learned.
So that was Friday night, guys. Not that you people really give a crap, but we're just giving you an inside look to the Pete Dot member guests since we talk about it all the time. And it finally came. So Friday night was that. Saturday we wake up and we're like, bud, let's just go out there and win. Let's win a match. I mean, we got no shot. We were mathematically eliminated going into the last match. We could not have won. So I said to Pep, I said, hey, bud, how about we play for second or third? And he said to me in all seriousness, he said, you want to? Like, yeah, bud, I want to. I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, play for last? I mean, for crying out loud, yeah, let's play for second or third. Let's try to put an ass whooping on there. But you can't put an ass whooping on someone. You know why? Because they cap the points at 6.5.
Which, listen, I'm fine with that, but you should if you're going to do that, you should give the winning team a point for winning. Right? You see what I'm saying? So then, yes. Okay, if you smoke them, at least you're getting 1 additional point.
7.5. That's the max. That would be the max.
So there's 10 possible points. Win, 1 point for a win, whatever. But no, it was 6.5, 2.5 was max.
So I feel like somebody won that we know 8-2. But that didn't count. So we went down to 6.5. What? 9.5? 2? Oh, I'm sorry. 6.5, 3.5. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about that. Yeah. Whatever. All right. So then the shootout comes. Anybody knows Pep? It's like he's first in line for everything. It's just the way it is. It's like we're back in preschool. First person gets to the line, food. So we get to the course first to watch the shootout. 14, we go to 14. Eric Tangradi and our beloved friend Brandon Katzev are in the shootout. They won their flight.
They smoked the flight, dude.
Smoked the flight. BKatz was on fire. He couldn't miss, according to Eric. So we're sitting out there drinking Topo Chicos.
Which is surprising Eric even knew that happened, because the rumor was he was on his phone a lot. So good that he at least caught that part of the match.
We'll have to check with the source and see if he was. And he might have been. He might have been getting a little heat somewhere else. But anyways, we're on the course waiting. We're waiting. And then here they come, scurrying to 14T. And the first person to tee off in their group was Eric. Well, not in the group, but between the two of them.
He was second off.
He's second off, but Eric teed off.
Right.
So number 14 at Pete Dye is a beautiful, my favorite par 4. It's got a nice stone wall running down the right side of it, which you can't move if you get next to it. And the ball ends up going near that stone wall. But we couldn't tell if the ball was actually against the wall or if there was space. So it's cart path only. And what's our little buddy do? He takes that cart in the rough.
My man makes the rolls wherever he is, huh?
I love it. BKatz comes storming out the tee box, driving the cart down the fairway. Everyone's on a path. They're like, what's up with this guy, right? Getting over the ball. And then BKatz yelling across the fairway to the other people. They're yucking it up down there. And we're like, what the hell are they talking about? I hear, don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. Well, BK wanted a re-tee for everybody because not everyone was at the tee box. I love it.
Which we said, if there's anyone who's going to get a re-tee, it's him.
I mean, is that not great? Is that not classic BK? So BK does not get to have Eric re-tee. But anyways, Brandon
And he
gets
shouldn't. And he shouldn't. And he shouldn't have. He would not want Eric to re-hit that ball. Eric hit
no.
a good ball. They were in play.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you're putting the pressure on him to hit another good tee shot. And who knows where that one goes. So let's just play the one in the right rough.
All right, so now what happens? Go ahead.
Surprisingly, all the guys hit pretty good second shots, right? I mean, let's be
Pretty
honest.
good.
And then Brandon was in the right rough. He had about, what was it, like 110?
Yeah.
110. And it was kind of like a middle left pin, and he hit it. He hit a good wedge shot. What would you say, 15 feet past the pin? So
Mm-hmm.
basically, he's back left, coming back up the hill. Eric has to hit that putt. So a lot of the people already go. Eric hits that, gets up to it. Hits a pretty good putt. I mean, 2 feet.
Yeah, 2
2 feet
feet.
straight up the hill, straight in.
Yeah, 2 feet. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 22 inches. But we'll call it 2 feet.
Yeah, and whenever Eric hit that putt, and I saw BKatz look up to the skies, like, oh, here we go again. And all the boys are watching them. Literally, all the boys.
Yeah, and that's been a topic of conversation on this podcast with Brandon and his little short putts. And we all just kind of looked at each other, didn't we? It was kind of silent, and we're looking at each other, and we just like, oh no, we know what's coming next. But see, that's what's screwed up, because we shouldn't be thinking that way for him. We should be like, oh, you got this. You got this, buddy. Just walk up there and stroke it. You made him all the last 3 days.
Eric and Brandon and other competitors against them said that Brandon played extremely well. Mm-hmm. He putted it well. He made those putts, and he got up over it. And we got a little insight from Eric. He said to Eric, "Let me just finish." Eric said, "No, what's the rush? Just mark it." Well, Brandon, in reality, probably should have just finished, because he just wanted to get it over and out of the way. He didn't want to have to sit there and think about it. And I get that. I completely get what he was trying to do there. But you mark it, you take your time, and he dead pulls it. He doesn't hit the hole. And, dude, you can't – that's something you feel terrible for. I don't care. Yeah, we joke about it, but that's just – you feel terrible for the person.
Terrible.
But I will say, we've had Dr. Bob Rotella on our show, and he would be the first person to say, why are you making that putt more important than the putt in the third match, right, that you made that was 2 feet? Why is that putt all of a sudden different? You're making it different because in your mind it's more important, right? Because you have to – you make it and you advance. And that's hard to – again, you got to put yourself in that situation enough, and we don't put ourselves in that situation enough. So, regardless, he missed it, felt terrible. They made 5. They go to a chip off, which he had a pretty good damn chip, dude.
Yeah, it was a good chip. I mean, it wasn't the most.
He probably hit it to what, 5 feet?
Yeah,
maybe a little closer, but 2 other guys hit it closer, and
that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
And that's how it ended for the Cats of Tango tandem. And you and I were watching, so we got no room to talk. But
we were all watching. We have no room to talk, boys.
I felt bad for them, but so we watched the rest of the member guest with a couple more Topo Chicos, which, by the way, is a fabulous seltzer. I just freaking had it for the first time. It's great. And who ended up winning? Oh, someone not in our flight.
Those guys went even par in the shootout.
Wow.
So that's pretty impressive. That's good playing. To whoever won, great. Hats off to you guys.
Yeah, but whoever won, maybe you'll play this month. That's the second member.
But yeah, and unfortunately, we're not going to be at that one. We're going to be at a little spot up the road called Pikewood National that I will be a guest at again. But we have to repeat. So plain
Yeah.
and simple, boys. We're coming in there as defending champs. Um, I sent in the Champions Dinner menu to Pikewood. I haven't heard back yet on my email, so they're probably just making sure that it fits in the budget.
Hey, bud, I tell you what, between now and then, though, it's time for you to get that golf game in a little check. And me too. So we'll come back firing again. I got one member guess but before that. And then, JR is so kind to invite me up there to Allegheny. So I'm going to go
Yeah,
do
you
that with
guys
him.
that's gonna be a
But
fun one. I mean, they say it's a great member guest at Allegheny. Good field, good players. Um, so you get your game dialed in, and then we go to Oakmont for 2 days with Links Brewing team and George Burge, and then we go right over to Pikewood the next 3 days after that. So tough week.
yep, 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 yep. Lots of golf, bud. How's the back feeling? My back was a little sore. Yours?
I wasn't doing I wasn't doing any heavy lifting
Yeah,
this
you.
few
Yeah.
days. So
All right, so what's up with this Live Golf series, man? I mean, 125 mil?
I I can't believe that Dustin Johnson. Well, did you see RBC dropped him? So this event that he's playing in is the same week as the RBC Canadian Open, um, which is his sponsor. They have not had this RBC Canadian Open in Canada in 2 years due to COVID. So this is kind of a big deal that they're getting it back. And Dustin Johnson is sponsored by them, and he pretty much says, "I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm going to go get the money." Um, so he's taking the money, boys, from Live. And you know what though, I firmly believe, I don't know how this is all going to shake down, this cookie's going to crumble, but I firmly believe that after the majors, after the U.S. Open, after the British Open, you're going to see some big time name players hit it to Live. That's what I think. They're going to
Well,
wait and see kind of how this all plays out with him and go do it. I mean, did you see the schedule, dude? Have you seen this Live schedule?
uh-uh.
It's, I think Trump's got 2 courses on there, and I think that's a little bird to the PGA Tour from Trump and to the PGA of America because they all pulled events from him. So he's pretty much like, screw off. Here we go. You know what, though? Greg Norman's been trying to do this he tried doing this in 95 or 96, creating his own spin-off golf league. It was like the World Golf League, it was called back then. But pretty much the court rolled in the PGA Tour favor, and he couldn't do it. Whatever. I don't know, dude. It's crazy to me that Dustin Johnson. Here's my thing: does Dustin Johnson need his money? Apparently, he does. If he's going to take,
Well, here's the thing you got to look at too from his perspective. I mean, yeah, he was number one player in the world at a point in time. Is he now? No, I don't. He's not even top 10. I don't think. Oh no, he is.
he's top 5. But I mean,
Yeah, whatever. Point being is, what's he chasing on a PGA Tour right now? I mean, obviously majors would be his motivating factor to stay. But if he can go elsewhere and make a splash and kind of pioneer it and make the dough, I mean,
but here's the thing, dude. It's a money grab.
Well, that's it.
What
That's the problem. It's totally a money grab.
what
But
what are you going to gain? You in a Live event, dude. There's 50 players.
mm-hmm.
10% of them I might have heard of. Kevin Na, Dustin Johnson,
Graham McDowell,
Graham
Louis
McDowell,
Oosthuizen, Charles
Sergio,
Schwartzel.
Louis. Okay, whatever it may be, dude.
So it's more than 10%, but
Well, there's 50 players, whatever. 10%. But I just don't get. Again, is he financially hurting? Clearly,
no.
this has all come out that Mickelson's financially hurting. That's why he was doing this.
Well, yeah,
I mean, it came out in the book. But again, I don't know, dude. For me, I'm kind of like a little bit of a loyalist to my friends. The PGA Tour made you who you are.
Right.
They made you all the money that you have. What are you doing? But do what you want, but I guess I don't have to worry about the decision, huh?
I mean, it's not. I don't know, man. I don't really have an opinion on it, other than the fact that I think he's obviously looking at the cash and looking at what is he giving up. I mean, does he have a legacy on a tour? No. I mean, he's freaking awesome, but he hasn't won what Tiger's won, or, not like he's on his toes. So I don't know, man. Hey, lose the sponsorship, take $125 million, play 3-day golf tournaments, and let fans walk next to you while you play. I mean, go for it.
It's like you guys at Pronghorn, boys.
Speaking of that, yeah, Stephen Peering, another one of our friends. But he's all over this. He's like, he's pumping me up already for the September tournament.
Let me guess. You guys are gonna win. We're gonna win this one. Yeah, bud. You keep hoping you're gonna win one. You're gonna eventually. One's gonna stick. He's been saying that you're gonna win for the last 5 years.
Listen, if I can get my man to like put a round together, I mean, last year was awful, but me and him together. But I mean, he keeps talking about his game, and it's like, bud, let's go. So maybe this will be the year.
So you'll miss the big smoke this year.
But you know what? That's September. We're in June. I can't think that far ahead, bud. I mean, I'm not like you. All right? Like, you already know what you're doing for Christmas. I'm freaking planning, looking for the 4th of July. Like, that's about the extent of it for me.
Well, we got Ireland with the boys. We might be taking our laptops and the mics over to Ireland, do a little bit of this with the boys.
Yeah, we got Ireland coming up in July.
So,
big concert series up at Nemacolin in August. Make sure you guys head up there to Nemacolin, nemacolin.com.
Yeah, make your reservations. I mean, but I feel like I'm a concert promoter now. I'm getting photos of these guys so that Nemacolin can put together a post, and it's been fun though. It's nice to see a little hard work come together and put a concert on.
Hey, we had some good response from the last Taylor Cusack episode. That was a lot of fun with her, and people were laughing at your kangaroo burger comment, bud. What have you been cooking lately?
Did you eat that yet?
No. It's still sitting in my freezer. I don't know, man. I just don't know how I feel about eating kangaroo.
You eat
for real.
Veal. You eat babies.
Babies. No, I don't eat babies. I eat baby cows.
Yeah.
Well, what's going down with Yawk?
Not much, bud. We our boy Jonathan Goodrum played in the Pete Dye member guest. He's the owner of Yawkey Country Club. He's got some exciting things going on there, so I'm really looking forward to it. And he just joined Pete Dye, and he loves it down there, man. He abuses Pete Dye. It's great. It's great to see him loving it down there.
Yeah, he got into some Pappy.
Yeah, some Pappy Van Winkle. They said
upcharge.
Our buddy said, "What's included in the drinks this week?" And they said everything but the Pappy. And he said, "Well, it looks like somebody's been drinking it." And she said, "Well, it's $8.75 a shot, and I've never sold one, but Mr. Goodrum bought 2 of them last week."
No.
So we're on the putting green. He says, "Hey, Pappy." He said, "Hey, brother, I bought 2 of those last week." He said, "Yeah, I heard they're $8.75 a pop." He said, "Is that what they are? $17.50 for 2? Fuck me."
Well, how much is a bottle of that shit, anyways?
I know, dude.
Probably like $300.
Oh, well, good ROI there, bud.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Getting back to that member guest. We'll, I guess we'll see how next year goes. I don't know. We got to regroup a little bit, bud.
Yeah, I mean, We will though. If there's anybody that can do it, it's us. And a little disappointed in my performance, and I own that, dude. I don't go around telling people the other person played bad and like I played good. That's just not how I do it.
Right.
I played bad. You played decent. You didn't play great. You played decent. You didn't get your putter hot. Here we are, boys. Okay, we're doing the same thing. Guess what? We lost.
Hey,
You're gonna lose more than you win.
You ran into NFL quarterback Josh Allen a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, at Nemacolin, we were on the range. This dude was smoking it.
So what happened? What happened in that match? Did they play the match?
Yeah, they played the match. Dude, how about the Women's Open, Pine Needles? How good did the course look at Pine Needles?
Oh my God, dude, that is such a great track.
I want to go down there right now and play it.
I mean, they've been prepping that course for how long now?
We weren't allowed on the cart. We weren't allowed on the fairways in March because they were prepping for that. And my mom ran into Annika Sorenstam, talked to her for a little bit, so that was neat.
Yeah.
Didn't mention Chasin Birdies, but other than that,
former guest.
We might have to get Annika back on and hear a little bit about the U.S. Women's Open.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Wie, this is her last time she's retiring golf. She retired from golf after the Women's Open. She's done with golf, which is very interesting. She wants to be a mother, and I respect that, dude.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes life just kind of takes you, man. You just kind of you just let that current take you and give it all up, and that's what she's doing. She's got other priorities right now. Hats off. She's still a baller, though. I mean, come on. Kick our ass any day.
You think?
Yeah. So this live stuff's kicking off right now, today, or is it tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow. It's a 3-day event.
3-day event, London. I'll be curious to see how that goes. And coming up on a podcast, so we got some pretty cool people coming on. We got we're going back to the NHL world.
Yeah, James Wisniewski. I think he's a +2 at Muirfield Village. I heard.
Oh, dude, he's a stick.
He's a golf nut. And we said, hey, when you get to do an interview? He said, anytime that I'm not playing golf, which isn't very often. So here we are.
Yeah, he's playing with that cat that played out there in that
Willie Wilcox.
Yeah, Wilcox. And we got this cat on Instagram, guys. Check him out. Butsy's his name. Butsy.
But did you see the post he did today with he took his face and put it as Greg Norman's wife, and Norman has his arm around him and it's Butsy's face, and he said, I'm coming to live.
No. I didn't see that.
Fuck, it's so funny. So we're getting him on.
Yeah.
George Burge, country singer, who's actually coming to the concert in August at Nemacolin.
Dude, he's blowing up fast.
Dude, he is blowing up fast. 125-mile-an-hour clubhead speed, they said. He played at University of Texas, teammates with Jonathan Vegas. We're going to play Oakmont with him for 2 days. We're going to see it front and center. They say he's a golf addict. So.
Oh, man. Oakmont, man. I mean, that course is just, it's kind of like Pikewood, man. It's like very unforgiving. Like, you have to hit good shots. And then they keep you moving, dude. You got to get the round of golf in 4 hours or you're done.
4 hours and 20 minutes or keep her moving, boys.
Like, I need to line up my putts.
Yeah,
5 hours. Yeah, right. Fuck you. No way. Come on.
But if a round of golf took me 5 hours, jump out of my skin.
Oh, man. I know we played at Pikewood last week. Memorial Day Monday was phenomenal up there at Pikewood National. And but you know what? I enjoy the walk. The walk's what makes it. The course is second to none. The walk. But it does. You ain't getting that round of golf in 4 hours or 4:20. No way.
Here's why I like Pikewood so much is because It is the hardest golf course I've ever played. There's no doubt about it. It is the hardest golf course. But I have not once walked off that golf course thinking, screw this golf course. This place is too hard. I don't want to come back. It's like the best abuse you've ever taken.
Oh, it's
It's like
phenomenal.
somebody's just beating me with a stick.
Yes.
And I enjoy it. Because
Yeah.
it is just so freaking beautiful. It's perfect. Odds are you guys are never going to play it. But,
Well, that's not very nice.
yeah, but, it's tough to get on.
But, it is. It's beautiful, and it's hard. So we got that on the calendar, and it's a big to-do.
And then we
buddy.
got we're going to do another podcast with, or actually we're going to do Hayden Fleury when he comes to Pittsburgh before we leave for Ireland. We're going to do that. And then July 14th, we're probably going to have some breaking news. Our boy Vincent Trocheck's going to sign a deal, and I'm hoping that he lets us break the news, boys, because that might get us a little street cred.
Oh, it's going to be a whopper. That's going to be a doozy, dude. They say Guinness in Ireland tastes so much better than
Hey,
in the States.
what was Remy saying about don't walk down, you go to Ireland, don't leave a pub by yourself because these gypsies women lead you down a pathway, and don't take your watch off because they'll take it. That's nice, bud. Somebody's going to steal my Timex from me. I need that.
No, man, you got to watch. In another country, man, you don't know what people are going to do. So luckily we got 12 of us stick together like a little wolf pack. And who are we kidding?
But I'll be in bed by 8:30.
Exactly. We're going to play golf. We're going to have a couple beers, have a little, fish and chips. Or is that England? That's England. Whatever, an Irish cake, whatever. Maybe an Irish coffee. And then it's going to be bed. And then it's golf. And then it's that. And then it's bed. Like, before you know it, we're going to be back here in the States. Talking about it.
So,
but
it's
good stuff, man.
It's good, man. And again, make sure you guys go over to chasinbirdies.com. New hats. We got even newer hats that are going to be on the site. We just got those hats. 6 new styles, different colors, different colorways. Those will be on there. New Horace and Bourne polo, new Horace and Bourne quarter zip. Those will all be up on the site for you to purchase. We appreciate the support. Again, go to Chasin_Birdies to follow us on Instagram, like our Facebook. Tell the good word. Tell your friends. Again, go back to chasinbirdies.com. Buy something. Support the boys. We appreciate it.
My man, you got it down. I tell you. That hat you got on is sick, though, dude. You look great. It's definitely a lot better than that orange and blue one you got. That thing makes you look like you need to put a propeller on top of that. You look like you're a cartoon character, bud. Like, flip it. Blippy.
Blippy.
Yeah, Blippy.
Hey, guys,
Parker.
It's Blippy.
Oh, shit. Like you're hanging out with Parker all day. Anyways, guys. Yeah, we appreciate you listening, and we're happy to get on here, just him and I, shoot the shit a little bit, talk about stuff. It's good to mix it up a little bit, and we'll keep bringing what we can bring you. Our next episode is on the 23rd. I think it's the 23rd. Yeah, 23rd. Stay tuned for that. But let's keep it up.
And the week after, the next episode will be James Wisniewski. It's a good one. Again, the guy's got a passion for golf, and there's some relation there. There's a little bit of a connection to Justin Thomas and Wiz and his family. So we'll have to get into that a little bit, because I saw videos of him drinking out of the PGA trophy, chugging some beers out of that.
Yeah, we got to get into that. That's the good stuff.
So,
stay
one
tuned,
day
guys.
we'll fill a cool car up. I won't fill a cool car up until it's the overall championship.
That's it, buddy. next year.
Again, congratulations to our boys for winning their flight at the Pete Dye Never Guessed. They won it by a landslide. Tough ending to good play. They'll come back stronger and better. It's their third cold car the last 5 years. That's a nice little feat. Again, tee it high, let it fly, chip it and sip it. Make sure you go to chasinbirdies.com or Lynx Brewing to pick up our beer. We appreciate your support, boys and girls.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening again. And thank you to Evo and Simpler Media for putting this thing together. Rachel London and Jacqueline DiPaterio for all your social media help. You guys are kicking ass. We appreciate it. And we'll see y'all on the flip side. Enjoy it.